Hi everyone, this is a little bit of an impromptu going live, but also prompted by Dawn Bedell on my website. So this is all about manifesting, visualization and manifesting your dreams. So I know quite a few of you have been doing quite a bit of work recently on working out what exactly are your dreams right at this very minute. Because often we have dreams that we've had for some time and we realise, sorry, let me just adjust this slightly, that's better. Often we've had dreams that we've had with us for quite a while and we haven't taken time to update these dreams or to even look at them and think, would we be able to cope if this dream came true? Because a lot of the times we have dreams out there, but they're dreams that we've got from the ego. So they're not actually dreams that are going to be of great benefit if they come true for us. And often we can have dreams that are not our dreams and are not something that are going to come true, because it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy then, because we don't actually want them to come true, because when our dreams come true, one, we've got nothing to chase, and two, it's sort of quite easy, it's easier for us sometimes for the change not to occur and for things to be different. And we can kind of like always have this elusive dream, well, we didn't do this, we didn't do that because this happened. So it is really good for you all to be analysing what your dreams are and making sure that your dreams are really current. So this is something I know a lot of you have already done. So you know what your dreams are. So then what we need to do is we need to start looking at manifesting the dreams. And to do that, we're dealing very much with energy and mindset. But one of the first things that you need to understand when it comes to manifesting is we need to come from the heart and not the mind. When we try and manifest through the mind, we tend to be, a lot of the time we're dealing with our ego, and we can end up manifesting our unconscious fears and issues. Because we bring the mind in and we try and structure our dreams, or we try and filter our dreams or rationalize our dreams. So the way I look at it is very much like if you're stood on a shore of a beach. Your dreams and all the possibilities for your dreams to come true is like the sea and the waves that are coming in towards you. Now, when you bring your mind into something and you start thinking to yourself, well, is it achievable? Is it realistic? How is it going to happen? What needs to happen first? Is this likely? Then you're kind of limiting your possibilities. You're limiting the outcome. You're limiting what you can actually achieve and bring into your life. So it's very much like, say, if you're stood on the seashore and you've got all the sea in front of you, all these drops of water, and each single drop of water is a possibility for you, a possible future outcome. If you then begin to limit everything by thinking, well, you know, it's not going to be really, the only way I can get big money is if I win the lottery, you're then kind of just bringing one channel out into that sea. So you're getting this whole sea of possibilities coming into one small channel. So there's so much that you're losing, you're missing out on. The other thing as well you need to remember is the dreams and how they're going to be fulfilled are not an issue for you. This is not of your concern. What you need to do is put your commitment in your belief in the fact that this dream of yours is going to come true. How that happens is something for the universe to provide for you, because the thing is, a lot of the times when we're making our dreams come true, we're experiencing a huge amount of growth in our lives, and we're changing an awful lot, and we're seeing things from a wider perspective. So if we look at our dreams now that are going to come in the next 6 months, 12 months, or say a couple of years, we're trying to create a channel for it to come in with a mind that is going to be very different 12 months from now. You know, sometimes our dreams need to wait for our perspective to change, and that part of the universe's job is to put those lessons in front of us so we can learn them. The mindset changes, we're then ready to grab hold of some opportunities that are being presented that are then going to make our dreams come true for us. So can you see how you have to have faith and you have to allow your dreams to present them and come to you in a way that is going to flow for you. And that's why you need to get your mind out of it, and you need to stop limiting yourself and dream big, okay? Because otherwise you're not allowing these things to happen, because you're thinking, well, as I stand here right now, I can't see how I'm going to earn the money that I need to, so it's going to have to be a lottery. And in fact, there's millions of ways in which this money could come in, or millions of ways in which you're able to buy the house that you want to buy, or live abroad, or live in the place that you want to be. So get the rationality out of it. Don't be looking with your mind of now and your mindset of now, because this mind and mindset can change and your perspective can widen and can change. So don't limit yourself. All right, keep the mind out of it and keep and move forward with your heart. Okay. The other thing that you need to do, any kind of change, any kind of dreams coming true, the ego tends to jump in, and most people have an imbalanced ego. It's just a condition of duality, and you don't get rid of an imbalanced ego until you actually do proper processing. So most people are going to have an imbalanced ego. When the ego is told, look, your dreams might come true, the ego tends to go into massive panic. And it's like, well, what am I going to do? The responsibility of my dreams coming true. What is going to have to change? My life is kind of okay as it is. So it can bring up lots of fears where we begin to sabotage ourselves. So this is really important when you're coming into manifestation and visualization. You need to make sure that your unconscious and your conscious are kind of on the same page. So when you first make this commitment to yourself and to the universe by saying, these are my dreams, hey Dawn. I didn't give you much time really, because I didn't have a huge amount of time, so I thought I'd quickly get in here, but thought you can probably re-listen to it. So, sorry, I've lost my flow now. Right, where were we? So, no, it's completely gone. If you give me a second and we'll get it back. So I'm just talking about not limiting yourself, not bringing your mind into how you're going to achieve this. All you need to do, this is it, it's about setting your commitment to the universe. So the very fact that you've taken some time and you've thought about what your dreams are, and the dreams as in where you want to be physically, how you want to feel emotionally, how you want to feel mentally, you know, all these different things are all part of your dream. Once you've set this out, this is you kind of making commitment. Once you've looked at them and you've analysed them and thought, are these still the dreams I want now? Are these still the goals I want now? Am I ready for them to come into my life now? Once you've kind of looked at all of these and gone, yes, 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 then you're making this commitment to the universe. And the beautiful thing with the universe is the minute you make that commitment, things start to happen, things start to roll, because that's all it was waiting for. It was waiting for you to say, I'm ready for this, and I'm going to do whatever is necessary to allow this to come in and flow. So this is the importance of once you make this commitment, things are going to happen. Then the ego comes in, and the ego gets the unbalanced ego gets a little bit frightened and says, let's keep everything as it is. Let's maintain the status quo. Let's not do this. We don't want this to come true. So you have to be really aware of self-sabotage. And this is why a lot of people's manifestations don't work, okay? Because the self-sabotage comes in. And what we tend to do is we tend to suppress this and push this down, okay? When we suppress things and push them down, we kind of make them happen. So what we need to be doing as well is then being aware of the possibility of our dreams coming true, being aware of the fears that brings up in you, the triggers that brings up in you. You might start to get feelings of anxiety. You might start to get feelings of frustration or disappointment, or thinking, no, this isn't what I want. This is just silly. Who am I? Who am I to think that I can have this amazing lifestyle? You know, it's time to get real. You're living in cloud cuckoo land. So you get lots of this self-sabotage comes in, and it is just your ego that is in a place of authority where it shouldn't be. It's kind of saying, look, I can't cope with all of this change. Let's just keep everything as it is. It's not so bad. So this is the thing that you need to be doing. So you need to be actively looking when these fears come up for you, of you sitting down and looking at them and processing them, of, you know, where are these related to, where are these coming from, and if you do need some more help and things with processing, that's kind of, I've got a course, a processing course that's coming up, but it'll also be another short video about processing. But it's just being aware of what these fears are and seeing them as an ego response rather than actually a genuine fear response. Okay, because we do have genuine fear responses, which are, you know, for our survival. This is not what this is. So you have to be aware that these things are going to come up for you. Okay, so you're not limiting yourself. So you've got your dream. So your dream is going to be that you're going, you know, you're going to have an abundance of money. You're going to live in a wonderful large property, which is going to enable you to do all the things that you want to do. And whether that be growing all of your own food, you know, helping people within the community, having a place where you want people to be. Maybe you want to move abroad. You want to go and live in Spain or Italy or wherever. Or you want to go to the States. Maybe you want to do something that nobody else in your family has done before. And you've got no idea how this is going to happen for you. You just know it's something that's quite close to your heart. Okay? So what you need to do is keep your mind out of it. So you're picturing your dream, you're picturing, so we're going to take it as a large house, okay? So you've finally been able to acquire this large house. Now, we need to keep everything as broad as possible. So your dream is this house, and your dream is the abundance that comes with it. And your dream is to be able to, you know, with this house, put on events or have courses there available for people who need it, or, you know, whatever your desires are, or the fact that you want this house because it's somewhere where you feel that you can create or be you, or whatever your reasons are, okay? They're the things that you need to hang on to. When you get this house or you move to this place, what is it bringing to you? You know, how is it going to make you feel physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually? How is it going to serve you? You know, what is it going to enable you to do? How is it going to lift you up? You know, these are the things that you need to be focusing on. Don't worry about how, when, where. Yeah? Because sometimes, you know, the universe is amazing, and the fact is you get exactly everything that you wanted, but you're in a different country, which you never would have conceived of happening. You know, or maybe it's something where you get an opportunity because somebody else has got this and it's too big for them and they want somebody. You know, there are so many possibilities and ways that this can happen for you. We're not going to focus on that, because that is when you limit it. And remember, we need to have trust and faith in the universe, because it is the universe, once we put it out there and put our commitment, it is the universe that then starts shuffling everything around for us. And all we have to do is follow the breadcrumbs or jump on the stepping stones, right? So what we need to do is the thing, if I don't know how it's happening, I know it's going to happen because it is a value for me. It's going to help me be in service for others, but not in service in a kind of, you know, I will put my feelings to one side and do everything for you. No, it's the fact that everything that we do has value, and has value somehow within our own community. So, like I said at the beginning, when we start putting how things are going to happen and whether they're going to happen or whether that amount is going to happen, when we start putting those constraints on ourselves, that is when we limit our possibilities, okay? And it's much, much harder for the universe and much harder for us to see the clues and react to the opportunities when they're coming in a really narrow focused channel, yeah? So we want to be the beach with the sea coming towards us, and every droplet of water is a possibility, an opportunity for us. So you keep the wheres and the wherefores out of it, and you stick to how you think that this is going to make you feel. Hi, Sharon. How this is going to make you feel. So, and then you just do visualizations. Okay, so remember, any fears or anxieties that are brought up in you, don't push down, because you could end up manifesting these. You need to process them. All right? Then you can do lots of things. So One thing that I tend to do is I will write a statement, because I do like taking thought, intuition, inspiration, creativity, which is all up here. I do love bringing it down in and then bringing it into the physical, into the 3D. So that's why I always find it's really important to write things down, because just like we're manifesting, where we're taking stuff from the 5th dimension and above, and we're bringing it into a physical reality. It's kind of like an alchemy. So you take something as a thought and you are then bringing it into the physical. So I tend to write stuff down. So it will be, this is my intention. This is the way it's going to play out. And then you write it down. Okay, and you write it down of, I want, you know, I want to be able to have this house, or I want to move abroad for this, to get this value, to get this for me. This is how it's going to make me feel. Okay, and then you put that down and you believe it. Okay, now one of the things that I did for many years was I used to have a little box, and it was a box just for my manifestation. And on the lid, it just had in, and so it will be. Whatever is within, so will it be. Okay, so what you need to do is you take a little bit of time. Hey, Anthony. You take a little bit of time. You work out what it is that your dreams and your wishes are. You keep them. You don't hem them in by needing to know when or why or how it's going to happen, or what is practical, or what is reasonable, or what is realistic. Don't need any of that stuff. They're the limits of the ego. You then write it down. This is how it's going to make me feel. This is what is going to happen. But you write it down as if it's already fact, as if it's already happened. Okay? And that is the thing with energy. And it's like when I talk about the collective consciousness, there is no past, present or future. Everything has already all happened. Okay? And then we're just dipping into it. It's quite, you know, so it's when we're looking at the energy, again, we don't want to block it down into this is happening in the future. All right, because again, we're limiting ourselves. Remember, for the best chance of us to manifest what we want, we need to give the universe the bigger playing field as possible. All right, so when we're looking at these things, we're creating them as an energy, okay, that has already happened. It's already a deal. Okay, so you feel yourself in that house. You start thinking of the events you can put on in that house, and how that house is going to inspire you and grow you, and how it's going to do things for people in the community. But you do it as a done deal. Okay, so this is the thing. So you write this down. This is what I'm manifesting. This is what is coming in for me. This is what is here for me. The energy is here for me now, and I am grateful for that energy now. I'm grateful for this in my life. You then pop it in your box, shut the lid, forget all about it. Yeah, don't go back. Don't be having to sit there every day and do all these things. No, it's done. You've put your order in. It's coming. You know, look at it very much like if you're going to order a takeaway or something like that. You don't order it and then ring them every 10 minutes. Did you get my order? Are you processing it? Are you cooking it? Where are you now? How long is it going to be? No, you have faith that within half an hour or however long it normally is, you're going to be getting your takeaway just as you ordered. Okay. Now, obviously, if you were quite confused with what you were ordering on the telephone and maybe chopped and changed your mind lots of times, there might be some errors in your takeaway. So this is the thing. So you can put this in the box and you can forget about it. Then you can have this as just like a dream. So do lots of daydreaming. You know, you're not daydreaming up to the point you're getting the house, or you're not daydreaming to, oh, this is how it's all going to play out. And this is, no, you're now daydreaming now that you've got this house. You've moved abroad. You are in this place that you wanted to be. Then you're just daydreaming about what you're doing and where you're going and how you're living. And it's all just kind of natural. Yeah, do lots and lots of daydreaming, because what you're doing is you're creating the energy, especially when you're believing that it's happened. You know, so whatever your dreams are, they've already happened. You're now just catching up with them. Okay, so you need that energy of, no, it's a done deal. I'm getting this house. I'm moving. I'm going and doing whatever it is that that you desire to do. It's already happening, and then you can just daydream stuff around it. You know, it's a bit like, you know, when you were younger, you might even have it now, when you quite like somebody and you think, oh yeah, you know, next time I see them or whatever, and then your mind just sort of daydreams. You're on dates, or you're going for walks in the park, or you're doing whatever, and it's kind of like your brain, because these things are much more led by the heart, so then they understand that they're, you know, this is outside of time, this is another possibility, this has already happened for you, and these are some of the things that could happen. So this is what you're doing with your dreams and you're manifesting. So once you've put in that order, once you've made sure what it is that you want, and you've made sure your dreams are real, you've put your order in, you're then processing anything that comes up. You're then processing anything that comes up with regard to fear, that's coming up from an imbalanced ego. So you put your order in, you pop it in the box, you forget all about it, and then you just daydream and you dream, okay? And if you want, every now and then, you can actually do it as like a visualization. So the way you would do visualization. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it with buying this lovely, you're going to have, whether you're buying it or you're going to end up living in it, it doesn't really matter, I don't think, as long as you're in that house. This is for Dawn. So yeah, so say we've got a dream that you're going to have this beautiful house in the countryside, which is going to allow you to be a springboard for so many different things you're going to do in the community, so much to do with your spirituality, so much to do with your creativity. Okay, so what you would do, again, like with anything else, it's very important to be in a good position, because you're kind of bringing in this universal energy, but you're also connecting it with your own energy, and you're able to push it back out again, okay? So it's, again, being that clear channel. So you would take a couple of deep breaths and exhale as quickly as you could. You would then have very much in your mind, but more from your mind, more your heart. Okay, so if we closed our eyes, so everybody, whatever your vision is, whatever your dream is, just hold on to that now. And again, you don't need the specifics. Okay, so you don't need to know when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, how big it's going to happen. It's just, this is what I want. Okay, so if it's like you're in a band and you are looking, when am I going to, you know, when we're going to be successful with the band, or it's like we're going to be discovered, or we're going to be, you know, whatever it is. Okay, so you keep that in your mind. Okay, so you've got it in your mind, it's here. Okay, so it's like a little bubble. And it's all these things, because connected with this dream, you know, it's going to be something that makes your heart sing, your heart expand. You know, it's going to feel like you've got a purpose or a reason. All these things are in your head, okay? Then what I want you to feel is this bubble. So it's this bubble of this dream that is in here, okay? So your mind has created this. It's created it as a structure and form. Then just feel this come down into your heart, and just feel the bubble go into your heart. So this dream resonates with your heart. Although the mind created the structure, it was the heart that created the idea. And it's from the heart that we will manifest this. Because the heart just knows. The heart trusts, and the heart believes. The heart has no attachment to the outcome, and can just allow everything just to flow and unfold when the time is right. So now your dream is in your heart, okay? So now what I want you to do is just imagine, here's your dream in your heart, and you're fast forwarding, okay? You don't need to know how long this is, because again, that will be the mind coming in. And what you're doing is we're just symbolically moving forward on your timeline to when this is actual in physicality, okay? So I just want you just to sit here with your dream, and we've now moved forward enough so your dream is now in the physical. And I want you to be bang smack in the middle of that dream. Okay, so just move yourself. You are stood there. You are stood in the grounds of your house. You are stood on stage at a massive arena. You know, you are living in some tropical paradise. whatever your dream is, okay? You open, so you go back into your visualization, and there you are. It's like you've opened your eyes and it's happening. It's real. You are there. All right? Now, for now, don't use that as a reason to go, right, where is it? When is it? How much is it? It's got nothing to do with that. Again, that is the mind coming in. Just experience it. Feel it. How wonderful does it feel to be stood in that moment? You know, how imbalanced do you feel? How empowered do you feel? How much does it make you feel like you want to just cry and, you know, all your dreams have come true? Just feel that. And just take some time with your eyes closed, just wandering around, feeling your dream. Your dream has happened. And how awesome does it feel? And then keep that energy. Lock that energy in. This is the energy of your dream fulfilled. Okay? This is the energy that you are wanting to draw towards you. And you need to keep that in your heart. Okay? So you've been able to discern your dreams. You've moved from your head into your heart. You've moved forward on your timeline and you've experienced this dream fulfillment. And then you've got this energy here. And this is the energy you keep in your heart. Because shush boys. Because you can know that, like the law of attraction, what we do is we're bringing like energy towards us. Okay, so you are having to bring the energy of this fulfilled, a dream completed. Because we don't want to get caught up in how we're getting there, or whether we can get there, or whether it's realistic. Okay, we've then got this energy within us, and then we can allow the energy of that dream fulfilled to come into our lives and create here. And the thing is as well, we mustn't be mithering over it too much. And this is why I say put these things in a box and kind of forget about them, because you've made your commitment and you're not actually forgetting. Because what you need to do is you do need to then be very aware of the opportunities and things when they come up. You know, you have to be living consciously in each moment, because the universe is going to be shuffling you into position. You might not know why, but you have to have faith and just get into that position. Because then after you've been there a while, you'll look up and then you'll see the opportunity that is then leading you forward to fulfill your dream. And this is the thing as well. Don't allow the mind to come in too much and think, oh, well, you know, I want to move to Spain, but I've just had an opportunity to go to France, but that's not what I want. So I'm going to reject that because I'm going to Spain. You know, you can't be doing things like this. It's one of those things that it's like you just need to explore the possibilities and explore the opportunities, because you never know what your path to your ultimate dream is. You have to listen to your heart, you have to trust your heart, and you have to go with your instincts and your intuition, because sometimes our route to our dreams is incredibly circular or maybe very winding. So this is why it's you have to keep the dream as fluid as it possibly can be. So it's like, because the thing is, our dreams are usually about how we want to feel. And sometimes we get the end result of feeling the way we want it to feel, but we get it in a way that is not what we expected. All right, so that's why you have to keep these things quite open and quite fluid. And if you mither on them too much, you're focusing too much on the detail and not on the end result. And we have to have faith that the universe is much, much bigger than us. You know, and we kind of need to follow the lead and not come in and go, no, this isn't right. We need to think, right, does this feel okay with our heart? Then let's go with it. Keep the mind out of things and things flow so much easier. So when it comes to manifesting and creating our future, which is very, very easy to do. It's very easy to manifest your future. It's very easy to manifest. And the problem is a lot of us manifest negative stuff. So when you feel like you're just being really, really unlucky, loads of bad things are happening, you're kind of manifesting that, but you're just doing it unconsciously, so you're not aware of it. So that's why it's really important to bring this manifestation process into the conscious, but don't strangle it, okay? Don't strangle it. Don't think with our mindset as we are here can interpret what we need to do to get over there. because we might have to have many different mindset changes as we go along to get us to our goal. And, you know, it's only an ego that will sit here and say, well, we can rationalize how we're going to get to our dreams, because we can't, because there's often experiences we still need to go through to get us into the right position to be able to grab our dreams with both hands. So work out what your dream is, make sure it comes from your heart, keep it very fluid, very open, move it from the mind into the heart, act as though it's already happened, because it has already happened, okay? Past, present and future, linear time is a mental construct, okay? It's not how the world actually is. So you're not waiting for something to come in. It has already happened. It's already created. It's one of your possibilities on your timeline, or for your future. So all you're doing is bringing that energy of it already having happened into your heart. Then you are drawing that energy towards you for creation. So I hope that helped. Has anybody, before I go, got any questions on manifesting and visualization? What have we got? No. Well, if anybody's got any questions, I asked what I wanted last night in a beautiful meditation, stating I was ready and deserving to receive. Yes. I know it's mine now. Can I do the visualization feeling experience? Yes, absolutely. What would feeling experience, what it would give you as often as you want? Yeah, when it comes to the visualization, again, this is very much like dreaming. Okay, so daydream as much as you can. It has happened. Yeah, so when it's things like, I mean, we used to be brilliant at this as children, you know, it's things like if we knew we were going around on holiday, then we'd be daydreaming what it was going to be like, and, you know, we're going to go see Minnie and Mickey and whatever else. So this is the thing, it's the mithering over the kind of like, I need this to happen, and when is it going to happen, and what is this, and why isn't it happening, and I don't believe it, and let's do this again. That kind of strangles the life out of the energy. As for the visualizing how you're going to feel, do that as often as you want. I mean, I'm going to be leaving the country later this year. Exactly where I'm going to be going at the moment, I don't know. I know it's going to be incredibly warm. So I'm constantly daydreaming when I'm down the beach, because as far as I'm concerned, this is a done deal. It is going to happen. So, you know, I'm just daydreaming my life of, you know, when I get up and I don't have to wear shoes and stuff, and I can just wander down the beach, and it's going to be warm a lot of the time. So now when I'm daydreaming my future, that is kind of like the basis of it. So whatever I'm doing, because for me it's a done deal. So it's a bit like the kids when they're going off to university, they know in August or whatever, I mean, no, before that, I mean, even before they know what place they've got, they kind of know that they're going to be going off to uni. So when they're then looking at things that they're going to be doing further in the year, they tend to be looking at it from that base, that they're going to be at university, they're not going to be at home, things are going to be very different. And this is kind of what you need to do when you're visualizing, is the fact that, you know, this has already happened, this is what I'm going to be doing. So in the future, you know, this is where, whether it be the big house, whatever, this is where the base of operations are. And for me, it's kind of, it's going to be warm and a very different lifestyle to the one that I've got at the moment. So that's the thing, leave it open there. Dream, 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 dream big. Dream as often as you want. Dream it as done. Okay, don't dream it as, if only this happened, I wouldn't have to deal with this. Don't dream it as not an excuse, but a way out of your current unhappiness. Oops, I'm going to run out of power soon. They should listen to Boys at Work. Yeah, so because what you've got to remember, law of attraction, like energy brings in like energy. Okay, when we need something from desperation, or whether we need something that's going to get us out of somewhere, or, you know, as a route out or something like that, it's the wrong energy. Yeah, what you're doing is you're bringing in like a desperation energy, or I want this to happen so I don't have to deal with that. And that's not what we're doing. We're taking responsibility. We're saying, this is my dream. My dream has already happened, because linear time doesn't exist. It's a mental construct. Everything has already happened. We're grabbing that energy, we're planting the seed in our heart, and then we're bringing that energy into us. And that is how you manifest. And it is much, much easier than you think. The energies are available to us to manifest. So dream your dreams, see it as a done deal, and then attract that energy into your life. Oh, and process, process, process. So when the ego comes in and starts panicking you, and, you know, because the thing is, when some of my dreams have come true, I've woken up in the morning in like a little bit of a panic and gone, oh my God, I can't take the responsibility of it all. That is just the ego. So then I would process that and think, what is it about the ego that's trying to make me small? I would do all my processing exercises until that was gone. And then you're back to the, yay, let's make these dreams come true. So thank you everybody for tuning in again. It is so lovely. Say hi to the lads at work. Anthony, Tony, whatever your name is. Hi, boys. You need to tune in a little bit more, get a bit more zen. Yeah, get what you need from life. And everybody else, thank you so much. Dawn, Sharon, and Laura. Nice to see you all. Okay, take care and have fun manifesting. And try it with little things as well. Try out little things first, because those are the things that will really, really amaze you. So do little things, you know, even down to manifesting a car parking space. Any of those things, okay? And you act in a way, and it's like it with me, with everything that I do, I act as though it's a done deal. This is the way it's going to happen. Hey, boys, this is the way it's going to happen. You know, even down to, it's not going to be a problem. I'm going to have a parking space. It's not going to be a problem when the tax man comes. He's going to absolutely love me. You know, it's not going to be a problem when the Inland Revenue are doing whatever. It's not going to be a problem. That's their mistake, their issue. You know, you do everything as a done deal, and just have faith, because you are the architect of your life. So what you say goes. So make what you say conscious. All right. Lovely to see you all, guys. Bye-bye.